Okay, welcome to Mechwarrior Living Legends. This is Indy, and this is your intro to the new game. As you can see, they're not just mechs in this game, but planes, tanks, but there are lots of mechs to choose from as well. As you can see, we have Puma in several variants, Cougar, Uller, Owens, Raven, Osiris. Those are just the light mechs. Medium mechs, Shadowcat, Hollander, Bushwhacker, Uziel. Heavy mechs, we have Madcat, Loki, Thor, Novacat, Vulture, Catapult, Thanatos, Warhammer, and finally for the assault mechs, of course, we have the Madcat 2, MK2, the Blood Asp, which is a new addition as of this week, the Atlas, Awesome, and Fafnir, which is also an addition this week, and finally the Mauler. All of as of right now in the beta, they don't allow you to customize your own weapons loadout, but there are lots of very thoughtful weapons loadouts already chosen, customizations already prefabbed in different variants, so you can pretty much find anything you want. As of the original, or the actual release of the game, full game and not the beta, they will be incorporating the ability to customize your own weapons loadout. I'm just going to pick any mech at this point, just so we can see something. Thinking that'll be a good one. Fafnir A. It's a pretty heavy mech, very slow. Normally in this game you don't take assault mechs unless you have a bunch of light mechs to keep you safe, because this game does rely on a lot of strategy, a lot more so than any of the other mech games, and will cause you to, if you go off on your own in an assault mech, it's not an advantage, you're going to die. As you can see, I was in my own battle armor. You start the game in a battle armor, and then you get in the mech, and at any point in time you want, you can get out of the mech and use your battle armor to fight, which sometimes can be an advantage. Right now what I'm doing is just using my extra spare tonnage to fill it with ammo, and I'm off. As you can see on the HUD, it's pretty useful, pretty simple. If I turn my torso, you'll see in the left circle that I have, it shows me where I'm walking versus where I'm viewing. I do have the ability to zoom in, and some mechs have an ability to zoom in twice, enhanced optics. And as you can see, the Crisis engine is just gorgeous. It's absolutely a beautiful game. Now, I have all the settings on the maximum settings right now, and I'm able to play this game freely without issues with frame rate. So very simple to customize your weapon groups. As you can see up top where my weapons are listed, I just use the 4 arrow keys to toggle or to move between each weapon group, and then I simply hit enter when I want to select a weapon for that group. thing about this game is it does give you the ranges of each one of your weapons up on the screen, on the HUD in the upper right-hand corner, so you can always tell when you're in range.
Target destroyed.
I do have a mini-map that I can reference at any point in the game. I can zoom in. All of the blue dots are my friendlies on my team. Here's our team. Here's the enemy's team. So you can see what players are on what team and what the score is. There's several different types of gameplay.
Aerospace generated.
What you're seeing on the screen now, the yellow dot that's flashing, is a mask. No, excuse me, it's a narc. Somebody's been narked, one of the enemies. This is an arrow that just hit me, which is a very, very powerful weapon in this game. You have to be careful sometimes. A mech, when you kill it, will go critical. Its reactor core goes critical and then a nuclear explosion happens. When that happens, a mushroom cloud comes up on the screen, and if you're caught in the wake, you may get destroyed. You're at the very least heavily damaged. That's a dead mech. The game I'm playing is actually very atypical. It's a test of strength game, which means all players start out with a maximum amount of C-bills so they can choose any mech they want. Most games are played, you have to work your way up from a very base amount of C-bills and then buy mechs as you do more damage and kill things. This game is just like all the other mech games in that you can aim for individual body parts and hit those parts exclusively, making the game much more skill-based. They've taken that one step further by actually changing the animation of each mech based on the weapons loadout. So a mech that is glowing blue and red and green, I know has lots of all three types of lasers in them. And if I actually shoot those specific areas of the mech, I will blow off those weapons. Same with missile racks and everything else. Okay, if you notice on my radar there's a little dot instead of an X, and that is a battle armor. That's somebody who's gotten out of their destroyed mech and is now attacking me. Somebody just killed him.